Waiting for life to slow down or change so you can finally start living is the worst way to stop feeling anxious. It's crazy. Everywhere we look, people are telling us that more money equals more security. Aim for the moon, hit the number, build the nest egg, get to 6 figures or 7 figures, and you'll finally be able to relax. This story's been with me for as long as I can remember. The story of I'll be all right when, and the anxiety and guilt-filled prison that comes along with it. My partner and I were talking about workflows and life balance the other day, since we're both recovering workaholics, and we've spent a lot of time and effort to intentionally engineer our lives to support our careers, ourselves, our relationships, and our family. Many of you have similar priorities, and it can be really difficult to prioritize one thing over another, especially with costs constantly going up and unexpected bills popping up. My name's Josh, and I help high-achieving executives, entrepreneurs, and young professionals break out of the grind and into real presence. I have a lot of experience with this too, since I'm a serial entrepreneur, a recovering anxiety addict, and in recovery for workaholicism. I've spent the majority of my life justifying productivity and my workaholicism to avoid feeling anxious and uncomfortable. I post content like this a lot, so hit follow to join me on the conscious adventure. When we chase a finish line, a number, or a time in the future where I'll be all right, instead of focusing on how all right I am right now, we fall into a dangerous trap, and it literally steals our enjoyment and our ability to relax. Don't get me wrong, guilt and fear are powerful motivators, and it took me a long time to realize I was running from them rather than allowing inspiration to lead me forward. Here's the truth about chasing milestones. We can't actually catch what we're looking for. Financial milestones as a solution to anxiety is the ultimate carrot and stick game, except you're the donkey and the carrot's tied to your own head. You're chasing something that's always just out of reach. The anxiety isn't there because you haven't arrived yet. The anxiety is what keeps us running. It's like training for a race where the finish line keeps moving. We cross it, and instead of relief, there's just another one. You thought hitting 100K would do it, then it was 200K, then 500K. The problem isn't that you haven't hit the number yet. Pay attention to this. The ego loves to make finish lines the goal rather than enjoying the journey the goal. No one talks about the 26.19 miles of a marathon. They talk about the 4 inches of the finish line. Life is a journey, not a destination. We tell ourselves, once I have this much money saved, I'll finally feel secure. But when we get there, it doesn't feel like enough. So we move the number again and again. It's not a safety net. It's proof that we don't actually trust ourselves or the universe. No amount of money can change that. You could have $10 million in the bank and still wake up at 3 a.m. convinced it's about to fall apart. Think about it. If hitting the milestone actually worked, you'd already feel secure. And we both know that's not what's happening. The anxiety isn't about money. This is just a symptom. The root cause is what we're looking for. So what do you do instead? 2 things. First, get honest. Ask yourself, what am I actually afraid of? The anxiety isn't about the money. It's about what not having enough money actually means. So dig a layer deeper. What are you actually afraid will happen if you don't hit the milestone? What's the worst case scenario for real? That you're going to run out, that you're not enough, or that people will see through you? Keep going with these questions until you can actually get underneath to the root. Is the universe safe or unsafe? Is this happening for me or to me? Most people spend their entire lives treating symptoms, and our entire medical system is built on symptom management. American society glamorizes workaholicism and the grind mentality, and young men wear busyness like a badge of honor. I know because I did this for most of my life, and I'm still working through my conditioning. The story that being busy means I'm successful equals never feeling comfortable relaxing or not being productive. The more money you chase, the next milestone, the next promotion, the next achievement, thinking it will finally fix the anxiety never does, because it never addresses what's actually driving the anxiety. Pouring more money into your life to stop the anxiety is like trying to fill a bucket that has a hole at the bottom. You keep adding more, convinced that eventually it will be full, but it never is. The hole is the belief that external circumstances create our internal experiences. Until we patch the hole and change this belief, it doesn't matter how much we pour in. It's gone before it ever fills us up. So save this if you've been treating symptoms instead of the root. The second thing to do is reframe the milestone as evidence, not the solution. Instead of, I'll feel secure when I hit 100K, flip it. Hitting 100K is evidence that I'm already secure. You're not chasing 100K, you're chasing the feeling of security, to be able to relax and not worry about finances. We reap what we sow, and it sounds counterintuitive, but whatever we put out into the universe reflects back to us. What you're practicing right now in this moment with what you have is creating your experience. The milestones are just reflections of our inner work or lack thereof, not the thing that actually fixes us. This is the shift. When we stop outsourcing our peace to a future event that hasn't happened yet, we start taking radical ownership of how we feel right now. Comment evidence if this just shifted something for you, because this is why chasing financial milestones to feel secure is the most backwards way to stop feeling anxious. The number doesn't fix anything, but doing the inner work and getting honest with the stories behind the anxiety changes everything. Share this with a high achiever who's stuck chasing the next milestone, thinking it'll finally make them feel okay, because they need to hear this.